So
The
it's like,
mind is nothing but an instrument created for us to use. This is not how it is right now. This is not how people are living right now.
yeah.
People, they are identified fully identified by their minds, and they let their minds take over their lives. And it's the
Mm,
opposite. Now their minds are controlling their lives. Now their
mm,
minds are taken over. You brought a problem from your unconscious to your conscious, and this is how you solve any problem. You become
right.
aware of it and then you solve it, and this is why it starts to heal. And when it's in the unconscious, when you're not looking, this is when the demons work happen. Hence, it's in the unconscious. You don't know about it. You don't know that there
Uh,
is a problem. You're not aware of it, right?
yeah.
It's just the way he words it differently. It's the same thing. Like it depends on your audience. If you're talking to a spiritual guy and religious person, you can use these terms. And if you're talking to a practical guy or more realistic person, you can
Yeah.
use these terms, which both of them is gonna lead to the same result at the end. Depends on
Mm,
your beliefs and the level of your spirituality and all of that.
yeah. Would it heal the person faster if they believe in angels and demons?
It depends of the person.
Right. Well, the person, we can change our thinking.
I believe in God. I believe in my connection to God, and I am very aware of, like, if you were to use me as an example, if I realize the source of the problem, it will start to fade away. I'll start working on it and it will start to fade away. This is where you can get me, fam. This is where you
Yeah.
can talk to me into a problem, not
Uh,
to ask Archangel to take it off of my back. And then I start doing
okay.
that and it starts to fade away.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. If
Mm,
you notice a problem,
mm,
but it's persistent, it doesn't want to go away. You ever
mm.
experience that? Internal problem that I wish I can take that shame away, but it just doesn't want to go. Or that feeling of guilt. I don't want it. I feel it. I don't fully recognize it, but I wish
Mm.
someone can help me. If you ever experience that, well, if you close your eyes and imagine, oh God, take it away, or Archangel Michael, come and beat
Yes,
it
I would
down,
ask
beat
God
it.
to take it away, not
Nice.
Archangel Michael.
Yeah.
That's
So,
God.
yeah. So I'm curious, what if you talk to me a little bit about what is God to you?
God to me, God is everywhere, is everything. God is everything, and it's the no thing at the same time. There is a saying that says nothing is as close to God feeling as silence, which is very true. Everything was born out of nothing. No thing, not nothing. Okay? The space, if you think of space, just planets and stars and, like black holes, all of that, right? Which all exists into the space. But what is space?
No
Fam?
thing.
No thing. It's nothing, literally. And same as silence. Every sound that you hear or you're hearing right now is born out of silence. So when you're meditating, you're not making any judgments of any sounds that you're listening to. You're you're trying to focus on the silence in every sound. You're trying to hear this silence. So, and you're trying to feel the emptiness of the
Mm,
room that you're in. What is the
mm.
room? The room is not the walls, the four walls. It's not the bed. It's not the desk. It's not anything in the room. Then
It's
what is
the
the room?
emptiness in the
It's the
room.
emptiness in the room. That's the essence of the room. So this is God. It's within
Mm,
us. Your body is more of emptiness than actual things. Everything in your body, every atom in your body has space in it, has emptiness in it. So if you add all of these emptiness, the Buddha is very aware of this. The Buddha people, they're
Mm-hmm.
very aware of this emptiness thing, which is the
Mm,
God essence. This is why they say
mm,
in every human being, there's this being inside of you. You're not your mind, you're not your body. You
mm.
are the being that lives in the body. What is this being? It's God's essence.
Right.
After death, you return to the source, and then you don't know what happens after, but you wouldn't be scared of death if you've already died. This is how you know what is death.
Mm.
You're just connect deeply with this essence.
Mm. Nothingness, emptiness, no thing.
No thing. You separate, and this is how you also silence your mind. You become completely separated from your mind, and yeah, you just become living in this moment. You can easily tell what book I have all of this information from, right?
Power of now.
Yes.
So if God is the emptiness in the room, if God is the no thingness in the room,
Mm.
then what is the furniture? What's the chair? What's the bed? What do they represent?
They represent what are humans capable of. These are all man-made tools to help enhance the quality of our lives.
Mm. How do you dissolve the ego?
You just connect with this being inside of you, and you just surrender to this feeling. By surrendering to this feeling, you're surrendering to God, God's
Mm.
will. And by doing that, you understand that there is something higher and bigger than you are, and immediately eliminates your ego and makes you humble, keeps you humble.
How do you integrate that with the concept of discipline, hard work, and delayed gratification?
If you're gonna plan, you put up a plan and you stick to it. That plan that you put or that you work on, it happens in this exact moment, right? If you decide, okay, I'm gonna enhance the quality of my life by doing this and I'm gonna stick to it, I'm gonna be committed and all of that, all of this you're already planning and it's happening in this moment right now.
Mm.
You're not, you don't get too obsessed about it, about the plan, like you told me,
Mm.
right? You don't get too obsessed or too attached on the plan, but you actually don't think about the plan. You've already put it, you know it. You just apply. You live the moment by applying what you have decided to do.
So is God nothingness and emptiness, or is it some kind of value or energy that can help you be successful and can support your well-being?
I didn't say it's emptiness. I said it's nothing is close to the God feeling as
Mm.
silence and the nothing and the emptiness. Maybe I said it is the emptiness, but this is what I meant.
It
It's
sounds
it's
very
an
stoic.
what is stoic?
Stoic is the school of thought started by, I believe, Marcus Aurelius, a
Mm,
Roman emperor. And he was a good-hearted person, but he was surrounded by politicians and corruption.
mm.
So his school of thought is basically just master your mind and just whatever you're going through, just be stoic, like be strong, have a tough mind, quiet your mind, quiet negative thoughts, live in reality. Don't think reality should be all fluffy and flowers. No, take it as it is, and yet have peace inside and be strong.
No, it's not like that. It's you what you're talking about is more to kind of detach from your emotions and you're on the grind 24/7. It's not like that. But yeah, you stay connected to God, like I said, by just feeling the being inside of you the whole time. This is the connection. It's inside, it's not
Mm,
outside. because you have this divine energy inside of you that you can feel it. It's not somewhere else. You people are looking somewhere else. They're looking for God somewhere else, but it's inside
Mm-hmm.
of you. It's inside. We all have that divine energy inside of us. Don't you agree?
I agree. I believe we all have a spirit that is very unique and it's very bright and so shiny inside of us. And I believe our connection to that spirit is through the emotions. And then the layer above that is the mind, the thinking mind. And then the layer above that is our actions. And then the layer above that or outside of that is our environment and the tribe and the community. So
The
it's like,
mind is nothing but an instrument created for us to use.
mhm,
It's like any other thing to enhance our lives is just in part of our body. It's inside of our body, created for us to use. But
yeah,
this is not how it is right now. This is not how people are living right now.
yeah,
People, they are identified fully identified by their minds, and they let their minds take over their lives. And it's the
mm,
opposite. Now their minds are controlling their lives. Now their
mhm,
minds are taken over,
yeah,
which should be the opposite.
mhm,
So they're completely not in touch with this being that I'm talking about, with this divine
mhm,
energy. They lost touch with it because they let their mind take over. They cannot
yeah,
find it. Faham? You only can find this if you take over, if you become the observer of the mind and you see like the
mhm,
patterns of the mind and the games that it's playing and everything. And
mhm,
then you reverse the roles. You
mm,
take over. You're not your mind.
right,
Who are you? You are this being
mm,
that you feel when you're meditating. You know the feeling of going into meditative state. Why do you go
mhm,
to into a meditative state? Because you silent your mind, because you shut it off completely, and then now you're in your most natural state. You're back to life.
right. Here's what Einstein said: the intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Albert
Yes,
Einstein.
yes. Thank you, Einstein.
Nice. So last thing to ask you, and we can end with that. Why are we here?
On this planet,
Yeah.
why do you think we're here?
To enjoy, to have fun, to have a meaningful time, to
What
make a positive
makes you
difference.
what makes you feel most human? Like, what makes you I remember
Joy.
once, what is joy to you?
Joy to me, I don't know how differently I can say it, but just living fully, taking on whatever life brings and doing the best and fighting and wrestling with life to get the most positive outcome. That is life. That is
Okay.
joy.
Would this
Winning.
be meaningful to you if it was just you by yourself on the planet?
Well, there wouldn't be a tribe to wrestle with.
So it won't
If
be,
I-
it
if
would be nothing. There won't even be joy. Like imagine
no, I
you're
would
just
find it
it's
differently.
you by the
I would find joy differently. So I would find joy in interacting with nature, with the trees, with eating, with whatever I'm doing, whatever life brings, right? So if there's no life, I'm like cast away, if I'm the only
if there's
man.
no life at all, no plants, no nothing,
Oh, I'm not in my body.
and you are in your body, it's just you by yourself. Would it be the same joy, like the same that how you explained it right now?
Yeah, I would find
You would find joy, but
that's a
it
good
would be different.
question. That's a good question. Yes. So I think being in this body, I'm identifying joy on the so remember I explained the layers that we are. So I believe we are spirit in the middle, and the core of us is a spirit. Right outside of it is
Mm,
emotions. Right
mm,
outside of it is the mind. Right outside of it is the body, and right outside of it is the environment and the community.
mm.
So the way I find joy, because this is my fact right now, all these layers, the way I find joy is a salad, a beautiful salad of all this dancing together.
Mm.
So if reality was different and there was no tribe, then it would be a salad of dancing of the mind, emotion, and spirit. If there was no mind, then it would be a salad of, or a less of a salad of the emotion and spirit. If there was no emotion and I'm just the spirit, then it's the dance of the spirit.
Okay, I'll tell you something.
Tell me.
You actually is the one who told me that. I told you about a situation that I was in when I found roadkill. Like it was a roadkill. And then I just put it aside. I stopped my car and then I put it aside. And then I felt so good about myself, right? And I think I saw like someone looking at me and they were smiling at me, like nodding their heads. So, and that felt so nice, right? Why? I couldn't understand it at that time. It's a humane act, right? Why is it called humane? Because it just reminds you of your most natural state, which is that you are a human. You're serving your purpose as a human, right? So,
I like that.
back,
Kindness.
yeah, acts of kindness. So back to you, to what you were saying. Right now, you're on the hustle, you're grinding, you're enjoying the process, you're doing all of that, you're building this and you're building that, right? And then I told you, what if no one was there? Would you still find it joyful? And the answer is no. You will find another thing and it will become joyful to you, right? So why are you doing all of this? Because you're building your empire. Why are you building your empire? Why are you gaining this status, the power, the control? Why are you want to be in control? So you can have the freedom of time, the freedom of choice, whatever you want, live life fully, right? And so you can share all of this with your partner and you can reproduce, aspire to reproduce, become a father, teach your kids about your empire, teach them about everything that you have learned throughout the journey. This is why you're doing all of this. Okay, what if we took all of this away from you? Everything changes, right? The meaning of happiness and your purpose changes completely. So what does that tell you? This is why we're here, for this reason, to connect with other humans, do more of these act of kindness, and this is why we're building. This is why we're on the grind daily because of this, to build our tribes, like you said, to
Right.
yeah,
We're being humans.
to share with our partners, to provide and to
Right.
protect.
Right. So it's almost like we're bringing the spirit through the emotion, through the mind, through the body into the tribe in order to connect back to the spirit. Like,
It's a loop.
yeah,
Yes.
amazing, brother. All right, bro, that was cool.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow, same time.
Tomorrow, same time, 1:30 it is.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro.